Hey everybody, welcome back to George Does Stuff, the worst knife review channel on YouTube. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to my subscribers. Thank you guys so much, I appreciate it. I also want to say thank you very much to the people that reach out to me in the comments. I love it, guys. I don't have a lot going on, so if you want to send me something in the comments, there's a 99% chance that I will reply. My channel is not big enough that I ignore people. And I don't know that it ever will be. So that being said, by the way, my channel is growing. I'm super excited about it. As of this recording, today is August the 7th. I'm well over 300 subscribers, which I know to a lot of people that doesn't sound like a lot. I mean, you got guys out there with hundreds of thousands, if not millions. But I have the best subscribers in the world. So if I just have 316 or whatever the number is today, then it's 316 of the best people on planet Earth, and I got proof. Because you're here and you listen to my nonsense, and I appreciate you. Anyway, so today I have another knife that I was able to get for free through the Vine program, and it's a surprising knife. It's a knife that I believe retails for I think it's actually $15 possibly. I'll put a price up here. I also will throw some dims up there because whenever I do that, that's a cue to me to do something in post. Oh, I'm so fancy, post. So this knife, made in China, is the STEINBRUCHER. STEINBRUCHER, yes, I took German. STEINBRUCHER in English translates to stone bridge. So this is the stone bridge knife. It is a flipper, which actually has multiple deployments. You can use the flipper or you can use the thumb studs. It is assisted. I believe this is my first assisted knife. It has an interesting frame in that the frame is aluminum. So this is aluminum with G10 inlay. And I'll tell you what, for a freaking $15 knife, I mean, that's pretty nice looking, if you ask me. It's decent. I mean, they're not using, T8s everywhere. It's obviously got little tiny T6s. I think that may be a T6, but not that important. But let's get her open. What do you say? I'll get a little quick. Look at that. Just pops right open like a champ. It has a very, very small recurve. You can barely see it. A little recurve. Nice big belly. Nice hollow out grind here. It's got a little bit of a swedge. It has the jimping in. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. The jimping is not that fantastic. It is, I believe it's 13 CMOV. I will pop it up there by magic. Bow, there you go. That's the steel. It is not one of my favorite steels, but if I recall correctly, and I often don't in my old age, I believe that steel was actually developed for use of making razor blades. And one of the great things about that particular steel is that it is very wear resistant. It very easily takes an edge. It's not wear resistant. It's corrosion resistant. It's highly corrosion resistant. It takes an edge very well, and it is the heat treat is almost not affected. It works at a variety of different hardnesses, so you don't have to worry about getting a perfect heat treat. And apparently, you can batch heat treat this steel in mass, and you'll always be able to get a decent edge and get a nice sharp knife. That being said, yeah, it's got a great blade shape to it. It has the nice billboarding, the STEINBRUCHER right there. Sorry for me clearing my throat there. It's a liner lock. It is not the most the most confidence-inspiring liner lock in the world, but you can see how far over it is. It's like at 70%, which is that's way in there, but it's still good. It's a pass-through build, which if you guys have watched more than one of my videos, you know that I actually like that, because some people talk about the fact that if you keep this knife in, it'll keep your keys, and if you put something in the back, it'll keep keys and coins and stuff from getting in and hitting your blade. But the truth of the matter is that if this is, sitting right in your pocket, that shouldn't be an issue regardless. And I like it to be open because the lint and stuff that you will get, no matter how you carry your knife, won't get compacted in there, and you have to clean it out, and that's a whole big pain in the ass. So it's much easier to have a knife with some standoffs and just do that. It has a glass breaker. I will never understand why they do this. I was worried. This glass breaker is very sharp, and it's not very sharp, but it's annoyingly pointy. And if you bump this into your finger or your hand or something when you're carrying the knife, it'll annoy the crap out of you, to say the least. Let's get some close-ups on that finish there. Look at that. For a $15 knife, I think this is a pretty good-looking knife. And I'll tell you that I like the assist. I like the assisted opening. I didn't think I would. I generally have shied away from assisted opening. I know in a lot of states, assisted opening is not legal. I live in Texas, where everything is legal. You can keep a trained monkey on a leash and they'll throw poop at people, and we got no problem with here as long as you have a license for the monkey. But it may be an exaggeration, I don't know. I will tell you that it has a non-reversible clip. Clip is right carry only, and there's no tip up or tip down. This is tip down. I will tell you, to most people's astonishment, when I think that's still, let me see. I think when Spyderco, when Spyderco ships out the PM2s, they ship them out tip down. They always come from the factory tip down. So and when I got started collecting knives, got accustomed to tip down carry, so it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Matter of fact, the only knife that ever cut me while taking it out of my pocket was a tip up knife, because what had happened is the knife had I should probably show it to you, but the knife had kind of opened like that, and so as I was pulling it out, my finger ran right along there, and this finger just whoosh, nice big cut, and it was this knife right here. QSP Penguin and S90V, and this knife is sharp, very sharp. So I'm actually a little scared of this knife now. It's so sharp, and because it won't be really good. So anyway, I digress. The clip is I would call that a semi deep carry. It doesn't completely obscure the knife completely, but I like this clip quite a bit. I like clips that are just this amount of detent, where you can easily kind of wiggle it so it's not going to tear up your jeans. The G10 on this is not aggressive at all. It's not smooth, but it'll smooth out soon enough if you carry this knife a lot. But it is not smooth. It's a really handsome knife. I really like it. It is. It's kind of funny. It has stainless steel liners. They're not skeletonized in any way, so it's just solid stainless steel panels in there. You don't really need it because the aluminum frame. This knife the frame is rock solid. I mean, this thing feels really beefy. I will tell you, where you start to see this knife as a $15 knife is the blade play. There is I don't know if you can hear that. There is a ton of blade play side to side. There's even a ton of blade play up and down. So it's a wiggle worm. This knife will definitely be a wiggler on you, but it doesn't feel like it's going to break. And because of the fact that it's assisted, I'm less inclined to tinker around with it. But I mean, I'm sure I could tighten that up and see if that fixes the blade play. But if it does, I don't know if that'll hurt the action of the assist. And since it's really, I mean, a knife at this price, and I know everybody's budgets are different. Trust me, being unemployed, I understand everybody has a different budget. But at what this knife costs, I mean, are you really going to sink a bunch of time and effort in trying to get that, get all the play out of the blade when it's not going to affect the performance? So speaking of, well, actually, let's do our comparisons here. We've already kind of done it, but let's get our PM2 out here, Old Faithful. Here is a, if I can get it open, yep, not hurting myself. Here's a Kaiser Militao, which I think is a pretty good comparison. Size-wise, you can see this is, I guess what a lot of people would say, a middle-sized knife, which I think is a fair statement. Let's see what else we got here. Where's my Deca? So here's a Deca, which actually is a little bit smaller than this knife. Let's do the Microtech LUDT. Again, this is all very similar in blade size and build. Let me, if I didn't do it already, I'll go ahead and flash the dims up on this knife again. It's a very good knife. This is the exact size knife. Obviously the knife that's in my pocket 90% of the time is my PM2, and this is that exact same size. I'll tell you what, for what this knife costs, go get one. Go get a couple of them. As a matter of fact, hold on one sec. All right, so I stand corrected. This knife is currently, how about that picture? So this knife is currently selling for $9.99. So I will tell you right now, and I'm gonna piss off a lot of the people that watch my videos. This knife is $9.99. This knife is made out of plastic, super thin liners. It has great action. I will never argue this knife doesn't have great action and a nice feel to it. It does not feel like a $10 knife, but I'll tell you what, this does not feel like a $10 knife either. And if you were to hold both these knives with this aluminum frame and the quality materials they use in here, this does not feel like a $10 knife at all. This feels like a much more substantial knife. And I will tell you right now, without any hesitation, I would not buy this knife if this knife were still available at Amazon, which it currently is, for $10 as of August 7th. This claims to have D2 steel. I have yet to figure out if it does. I can tell you that I've had a terrible time putting an edge on this knife. I don't know that I ever successfully did. I have a third version of this knife. I have the reversible clip one, which I'm hoping that one has a new, better heat treat on it. So I'll need to do that video at some point in the not too distant future. But $10, aluminum frame, assisted opening if it's legal in your state, frame lock as opposed to crossbar lock, glass breaker that you can poke yourself in the leg with all the time, which is a lot of fun, so you feel alive. But most importantly, we'll even do this, I rarely do this, but I'll do this comparison right now since I have both these knives available. This is a sharpened by me, D2 theoretically, Ozark Trail. I mean, that's not terrible. But it's got a lot of hiccups in it. This knife, $10, and I did touch this knife up. Night and day. This knife goes right through there like butter. It is super duper sharp. I'm holding this paper at a weird angle. Not that I'm giving excuses, but I'm just letting you know this knife is absolutely sharp enough to get the job done, especially for $10. So for $10, get on Amazon. If you can own an assisted blade in your state, I like this knife a lot. I really do. I'll have a link to it in the description. I obviously don't get any kickbacks because nobody loves me, so I have no sponsors. But and why would you? I mean, this channel's a train wreck. But anyway, yeah. So the STEINBRUCHER, I don't know what exactly the model is, but $9.99 at Amazon, delivered to your door. I think it's a damn good knife, and I wouldn't start comparing this to like, $60, $70, $80 knives, but I tell you what, for $10, I don't think anything comes close to this knife. Listen to how heavy that is. It's like a damn brick. I love it. All right. So that's it, folks. Again, I can't thank y'all enough for watching this channel. If you hung in here for this long, I don't know why you did, but if you did, I appreciate you. STEINBRUCHER, $10. Go get it. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks.